The duty list helps us to get the daily chores done, and it also helps us to mix the people. So when you have a washing up with someone else, you get to know the person, and there's no need to speak fast because the job has to be done in half an hour or so, so you can talk to someone with a different language.
We're a community that's based on work, worship, study and play. We're a Christian community, and whilst we're open to people of all faiths and none, we're clear in our identity that that's who we are.
Okay, so we'll just be near the coastal park, somewhere there.
We get volunteers to do cooking, we get volunteers to do cleaning, maintenance jobs.
I found Othona in a portal which is named Workaway. I wanted to visit England and improve my English language.
Voluntary Action for Peace is basically about finding an organization or community or place where you can contribute to the community or organization. For example, right now I'm picking these lovely raspberries.
Living in a community requires that everybody is taking his part seriously, doing work which he is supposed to do. That sounds rather strict, but I think that's very important for a community to work.
I've been visiting here for 25 years. It was very basic when I first came, no electricity whatsoever. But I always vowed that one day I would live here.
I think the community had a great effect on me. It changed my life, and what really changes your life is people. I met some wonderful people here in the community who were great pioneers running in the community, the Reverend Norman Watley and so on. And the first job they gave me was sanitary squad. And that was when we used to go and lift the buckets of the gentlemen's toilets and the ladies and take them to the pits and empty all the rubbish into the pits. And it was an easy job because I always had someone that taught me. If in the morning it was done, and if there were a lot of people in the community, we go and do it in the evening. And the rest of the time it was just a joy just to be with and know and get to know people. And I think it's probably one of the biggest bits of education I've ever had in my life is people.
Again, so how it started, it was a group of young airmen that were, Canon Norman Motley, who was a chaplain in the RAF at the time, wanted somewhere where young airmen were allowed to debate and answer back. So during the war, so if you weren't an officer, you couldn't answer back. And he wanted somewhere where people could have real debate and real understanding, and so started the Nails movement, which was also known as the Answer Back movement. And after the war they wanted somewhere where they could continue to meet and look for a place of reconciliation as well. And this place at Bradwell, there was prisoners of war that were held at this place waiting to be repatriated, and to this day we still, because of that, have very, very strong links with Germany.
It is a good weather now for going along the sea and look how is the difference between in the different time of the day and the different weather.
Well, it's a very special place. We came here originally to help out for a year and then stayed for 8, which was obviously meant it was very special. We love it here. We love the people, we love the atmosphere. The chapel is an amazing place. Matthew and I got married in the chapel, and we have very, very special memories of a wonderful candlelit service there.
Now, song that we were singing this week, Ubi Caritas, tell me what that means to you.
Ubi Caritas, we came across it as a Teze chant we did once in the chapel, and we really liked the words. It sort of described Othona for us. We sang it a lot as a grace before meals here, and taught it to a lot of people. The words actually say, where charity and love is, there God is. And that sort of sums up the Othona community for me.
I would say that everybody is equal. You're here because all of your barriers here, everything's dropped, right? Because it's very, very raw. And so there's no status here. There's no status at all. And I think that's what enables people from whatever background really to be able to contribute and to make this place a very, very special place.